What up, guys? What up? We are actually back on stream. Check the audio here real quick. Mic check 1 2 3. 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 Alright, guys, if it's too quiet at any point, just let me know and I can bump it up a bit. We are streaming Black Ops 3 Zombies to revisit the nostalgia of Black Ops 3 Zombies. I might have to bump the brightness. I want to show you guys real quick. We got a actual gaming setup here so I can sit in my chair upright, and we still have a mic right at my mouth because we got a new microphone. And we got one that comes with a boom arm. What's up, PD? Welcome to the stream, my dude. Got noties turned on. I gotta find the picture. The camera's on a different spot now. We actually have a proper monitor set up. We got a good deal on like some Amazon branded monitor that was running a deal for, I forget how much it was, like $81 for a 1080 100 FPS, and I couldn't turn it down. It's like $10 more than I was using 720 24-inch TV monitor. Now we have an actual gaming monitor, so I'm just gonna jump into Nosh there on Toten for the kind of warm up of everything. I probably should turn my camera brightness up. Hopefully I don't die in the meantime. Just gotta bump it like 1. I got a 25-inch monitor, so it's a good size. I like it. You have to let me know how the microphone sounds, and I'll have to watch it back and tweak it as I go. But there is different settings that I can like put on it. So there's a legacy mode, there's a well, legacy to me sounds like a broadcasting microphone, like you're almost like a TV host or something, like a deep boominess to it. There's also, I don't think what else. There's 2 other ones. And then there's normal. I have it set to I can't even remember. I'll have to check my settings. Oh, natural. Standard, natural, legacy, and then a boomy one, like with a bunch of bass, even more bass than the legacy. I changed it because I streamed the test yesterday and the legacy sounded like almost too boomy. I want it to sound good, but I don't want to like have to be like really far away from it, because this one's good for like 6 to 12 inches, and I can pretty much sit in my chair straight up and not have to hunch over. My old setup was a microphone on a stand on the desk, and I used to use like a cardboard box to raise it up more. This is the Mayano PD200X, and I was using the Fifine AM8. And the cool part about this mic, I don't want to like mess with it too much, but it has these lights on it. Here's the button. I don't really want to press it because you're going to hear it a bunch, but got cool colors. And there's like a color changing one too. The really nice part about this one is it has a built-in shock mount, so you guys should not hear like any of the movement of the microphone at all. My game plan for when I play this map, I was playing it a little bit off stream this weekend, and my game plan is to not buy any of the guns in the first room. I wait here till round 3 if I possibly can, and then I open the door so that I have enough money to buy the box right off the rip. And then all we do is run around for a little, save up for the perks, and do the upstairs corner method. And surprisingly, I think the one day I got to round 20 or 23, which is way better than the last time I played this. I couldn't get higher than I forget what I had, 10. I just had to relearn the strats on Black Ops 3 because it's way different health-wise, and like movement and everything is so different on this zombies versus the Black Ops 6 zombies. Is just night and day. I also don't really know much about monitors, so I'm still trying to toy with the color scheme and stuff. I had it on like HDR mode, and I think the HDR looked the best, but my cousin was telling me that that's like not the best move to do that, to run the HDR, to just toy with the colors and the contrast and stuff. So that's what I have right now. It's I would say it's more gray tones, like more darker tones than a normal TV. But I've never had a monitor before, so I don't know if that's like normal or what even is normal. I'm just really curious if this actually is going to sound better than the Fifine mic that I had. The Mayano, I don't think make bad microphones. I just know that when I had the PD100X, I feel like it, I don't know. I feel like it was really bass heavy, and that was like all it had going for it. Fifine had good mid-range, like it had a lot of different versatile audio. It wasn't like too boomy or too high end. It was like balanced more, and for whatever reason the volume I could set to like 50 and then 60 on here and be good. With all the Mayano mics, like right now, we're set at 100 for the microphone itself, and then I think 50 on the PlayStation, which I don't know why it's so like quiet, not quiet, I don't know why it has to be like fully maxed to be verbal, like a good level, but I don't know. Maybe that's just how dynamic microphones are too, because they remove all the noise from behind, it kind of works with the cardioid pickup to be even more like noise suppressed. Also, I've never played on a monitor with a high refresh, so I don't know if this is normal or not, or anyone else has felt this way, but like I feel like I get dizzy sometimes. Like it feels like it moves really fast, which is good. It's supposed to be like higher frame rate for better accuracy and stuff in game, but see, that's where you have to be smart. Like I could have easily went down right there. I keep getting trash guns. What the fuck? But the thing that really like appealed to me for the PD is I liked that it had the ability to change the sound. And for $60, I really couldn't pass it up, because no other mic kit for $60 for like a mic that's in the range of like, I wouldn't say it's 100% a podcast mic, but it's kind of in that space where there's like microphones that are more podcast style. They also raised the price again of the AM8. The AM8 was $49 after tax when I bought it. And then when I checked, because I was just going to get the boom arm kit, the regular mic was bumped up $10, and then the kit was bumped up, so it was more than this. I lucked out and got the PD 200X on sale for $62. Alright, we definitely want to keep a light machine gun. They are extremely helpful in this. I should probably focus on starting to get perks more instead of hitting the box, because it's not as important right now. We just gotta hit our headshots too. Yeah, how much that door is. So you got 1,000 or 15? Alright, I'm gonna take my sweatshirt off real quick. It's getting a little warm and toasty in here. Let me check the audio on my computer too, because that's a true test. Let me check the audio on my computer too, because that's... Yeah, okay. It's good. It has like a little bit of bass to it, but I don't know if I chose the bass option or not. I literally don't remember. So that's 15. So where the heck is the last one at? I'll hit the box one more time. Dude, we're getting trash, bro. When I got to around like 20 some, I was actually blown away. I got a... What's the one light machine gun that's really good in this? I forget what it is. It's like a one shot for a while with headshots. I got that, and then the Mark II ray gun. So I was literally chilling, and then the only reason I died is I wasn't paying attention because Danny and me were talking about something, and I was like, what? And I was like, yeah, whatever. Alright, now we gotta save up for perks. Always remember, you gotta hear the cue for the audio before you start. There we go. Before you start building again, or you don't get any points. There's a limit to how many points you get from building. I always forget this stuff. They really capped you out on this game. Thank goodness we needed that. We gotta get our perks. Alright, let's get these perks. We can hit some crawlers too. What we got? Dead shot's fine. My bare minimum is dead shot. I want dead shot. I want Widow's Wine and Jug, and then the last one was whatever. We're capped out of points again. Is there a crawler or something? I don't know, he's a slow little guy. I swear the zombies in this are so much slower than the ones in, like, the other maps. I don't know how that works out, but... I don't know how I always lose the last one there. Alright, we need to hit this again. Wait, what the freak? What was the other one I had? Wait, what is the orange one? Quick revive. Well, at least we get a easy revive when we go down. Damn, so I'm not gonna be able to get Widow's Wine. Widow's Wine kind of carries. Well, I mean, I guess I could do Widow's Wine instead of Jug, because it does give you extra hit points, but I don't know if it really compares to Jug in that way. Oop, 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 oop. And I'm actually a Down syndrome baby. How did I manage to do that, bro? Such a dumb play on my part. I didn't realize that they were coming through the window. Well, now we really gotta play smart. Got no second tries. I don't think... How many times can you get quick revive? You only get it once, right? That's what I was getting. Oh no. Why would I need stamina? This is the spot. This is like if you've ever tried to get to high rounds with the boys, this is what you do. You leave that locked and you just chill. What's up, Noah? Welcome to stream, brother. I gotta flip it. I didn't realize that I'm not looking at the screen. I think I'm gonna throw my glasses on. My head is starting to hurt a little bit. I've had headaches from the Cymbalta for a while, and it's starting to like actually ruin me, so I gotta figure that out. Where did my glasses go that I was wearing? Gotta get the friggin' blue light filtering going on. How you doing, brother? How is that possible? Where's the last little bugger? There you are. Jug, yes, finally something we need, actually. Finally something we need, actually. Alright, we need to hit it again, bro. We need to get not dead shot, we need to get widows. I guess we're gonna do Deadshot and Widows. Should I do Deadshot and Quick again? I don't know if I swear Quick Revive in this game was just a one-time use. I actually feel horrible, dude. I tried to take a nap because I've been getting the headaches that I told you about, and they're just not getting any better. Cymbalta, for some reason, has made me have the worst headaches to the point that it actually feels like I'm going through, I'm trying to think what it's called. Oh, like a migraine or whatever. I don't know why I couldn't think of that word. I used to get migraines as a kid. Oh, no. I used to get migraines as a kid really bad. I don't know why these meds make me feel that way. But tomorrow we're getting off. I'm going to take an ashwagandha to fall asleep tonight and hope and pray that everything works out for me. Constant headaches, or I don't know how people deal with that if it's like a side effect of medication, because that's one pretty crappy side effect. Should I take I'll turn HDR on my monitor on. I think I prefer it. It looks way better in my opinion. How do I do this again? Okay, go over, then down. Wait, why can I not turn it on now? Game? No. Standard. Oh, yeah, I have it on standard mode. Alright, HDR. Now it actually kind of looks not terrible. It's which one should we play, boys? I'll hop on Der Eyes and draw again. I'll have a lot more energy tomorrow. It's literally like every time I'm on this medication, I feel anytime I'm on these antidepressants, I think they affect my thyroid or something. So I'm like so exhausted and I feel like I can't even talk normal. I feel like so monotone and stuff, but got my ashwagandhas. I got ashwagandha gummies, because I'm going to take a low dose because high doses sometimes are too much for me. Got a multivitamin, and then we're just waiting for turmeric. And I got new pre-workout, or not pre-workout, new protein powder I want to try for a video.
This is Eagle's Nest. Over.
How does a mic sound? Does a mic sound alright in comparison to the other one?
your insolence. We all will.
I'm remembering all the secrets. The only thing I want to get for the gaming setup now is a better gaming chair. I have like a... Are these glasses not straight on my face? No, it's just the angle. Alright, I'm going to be smart here. Last time I went down, so I'm going to... Maybe not. I need to buy a gun first. Gotta be strategic. Or this happens.
This is how it always ends for your kind. You are wretched and dead.
What is this? L car. I'll do this.
But I probably caused more injuries than I've treated.
Alright, we don't want the round to progress too much. We gotta do this part first. If I can actually get to the bow part, I'm not gonna do the same bow that I did before. That one was too crazy.
Now, tell them later, not now.
I mean, technically I don't have to do this to play this map, but it's kind of the whole point.
If I am to acquire the bow, I must first feed the beast.
Dang it, I killed 2 bags.
We'll see you shortly.
Dang it. Let's get 2 with it. Alright, I think after this it should be the last one.
As he had warned, it appears that
Eat up,
Maxis is
boy.
unable to contact me at this time. No matter. If our plan is to succeed,
Yep.
then I must continue
Got it.
earnest.
Visually, this map was ahead of its time, for sure. Why did you spawn so fast? I haven't... I forget how much I need. I think it's like 1,000 or 1,500, so I gotta be careful not to get myself in corners. That's what this whole map is about. Getting cornered.
Double points. I must act quickly. Many barriers stand between us and success. We must secure more ammunition. I remember this room.
Yeah, I might have
I
cooked it.
remember Samantha. She is no longer here. Nicht gut. Where is the ammo?
Dang yeah, I need ammo bad.
We must learn all the secrets of this castle.
Bro. This game, man. So I really just did that. Oh, yeah, we really just did that. Hi, duty. Nah, you're good, bro. You're not even close to me to pet. Funny girl. Bro, I'm curious, how long did it take for your hair to, like, get long? Because I've been trying to grow mine out, and I made it a year before, but I made the mistake of cutting my bangs, and then I just, like, stopped liking how it looked, so I got it cut. I'm growing it back now, but I have, like, this is combed out. Like, or not combed, I brush it every day with, I dampen my hair and then brush it because of frizz, and I have like curls or waves. I'm not sure which they are, but it's like really puffy. So my hair usually puffs out and just looks insane, and it looks like really wide, and I don't like it. But my goal is to get, I just want it to be like, of course, I want it like right here, like above my shoulders. I think before I was like cutting it and stuff, the back was, but the back didn't match up with this. So the back was like here, the sides were here, and then my bangs would have been like here probably by that time. Obviously, I guess it's different points that grows faster because, or looks longer because of where it's at on your head, but I also don't know like what you're supposed to do with long hair, like to make it all one length. Are you supposed to get it trimmed, or does it just eventually grow to a point where it all kind of blends together and looks like it's the same length? Because that's why I said mine's like, I trim my bangs to keep them like here, but it would have been like here. Sides were here, back of the hair was down here. So it was like layered from how it was growing. So I made the decision, I'm like, oh, I'm just going to cut the back to try to be even with the sides so it'll grow the same length and look even. And that ended up looking not very good either. Where's the last one at? Oh, he just took a while to spawn. Oh yeah, I remember this map. You can go outside and there's a bunch of crazy stuff. Is that a trap? What the heck? I wonder if this was the first map that implemented that. I remember going over there and you get stuck in the mud and it kind of screws you over. Boxes downstairs. This is where I usually... No, the other place is where I train them at. This is the one Black Ops 3 map that I was decent at. I think, no. Not there. Oh, it's this one. Go out there. That's where I would, my go-to training spot. Am I trying to get in? I'm right here, buddy. Oh. See, I was like never allowed to have long hair as a kid. I always had to cut it when it got long, so now that I'm older, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do what I want, and I want to have longer hair. I just don't know enough to manage it because I've never had it before. So everything confuses me. I asked Danny, but she's like, I don't know, I've had long hair since I was a baby.
I need ammo!
Oh, I kind of screwed myself.
I'm out of ammo!
Yeah, that's what I'm scared to do, is like go to a dresser. So you have to at some point get it like evened out, right? Because otherwise it would grow in stages just because it's like different parts of your head, right? Like the top obviously got to grow longer than the back and stuff because the back's closer to the... Because I'm afraid that I'll get like a cut or something and then it'll look really bad. I usually do all my haircuts myself. Like I've been like buzzing the sides and giving myself fades as long as I can remember.
Now you see them, now you don't.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to figure that out. I don't... I could maybe ask my mom's hairdresser. I don't know. Holy crap. Because I don't know like any in mind just off the top of my head. Unless Danny like knows some... Does Danny even get haircuts?
I need
I don't know when the
ammo.
last time she...
What are you, fucking
How's Prozac
Rasputin?
going for you,
Stay
bro?
back this time. I feel like dirty capitalist.
Oh,
Come to Nikolai, you filthy hounds.
bro, I'm actually kind of screwed if I don't get a good... Okay, thank goodness, bro. You cannot get rid of these pups by using a pistol. Go. Ah, yeah. It is kind of rough to like switch medications too, like just like overall like feeling worse getting off than adding something on top that you have to adjust to.
Like my wit.
Do you think Paxil just doesn't like help you enough, or do you think it's like side effects, or... Because I could probably give you like some advice for certain stuff. Like for me, I don't know if I like ruined my nervous system or something from like spamming caffeine over the years, but with Paxil, I always drank caffeine. Like that was just a constant thing. So that's how I got energy. And the nice part about it is it went like well with it. Like Cymbalta is the complete opposite, and when I drink caffeine, it makes me get headaches, and it doesn't really give me that much energy.
More ammo.
But SSRIs always gave me like good energy with them, but...
How dare you touch me?
Yeah, I guess that's true. I feel for you, bro. It sucks.
Burn in hell, Satan's minions.
I don't know, like... I went through Paxil withdrawal, so I just know what worked with that, but I don't know if, like, what I took is safe to do it, like... Well, yeah, I guess it would. I don't know. Everyone's different. I think there's like certain people that like certain medications and stuff you take, you're not supposed to mix ashwagandha with, but I do swear by it. Like, I don't know why, but it's always helped me. But every like brand is different. I could only ever use the brand Haivusu Nutrition, and I've never tried gummies. I've always tried the powder pills, but I recently read that like gummies are better because if they're legit, they have like the extract in them, so they're slightly stronger. And I recently switched over to the KSM 66, which is like, people say it's like helps with endurance and like performance in the gym and stuff as well. But it's more of like a pure thing. I don't know. When I got like my brain zaps, I was in bed for like 3 weeks, like on and off, because I just like couldn't function. It hurt so bad. I couldn't drive, like all the stuff. It was just really bad. And I was like researching and stuff, and people said that ashwagandha can help with opioid withdrawal. And I was like, well, my antidepressant withdrawal shouldn't be as bad as like opioid withdrawal. So I tried that, and then I heard people having good luck with like Benadryls, but I was like, I can't take Benadryl. Like, I took Benadryl to sleep some nights if it was really bad, but I was like, I can't just sleep all the time. So I took Zyrtec, which is, it's literally just an allergy med, but for some reason the allergy med pretty much got rid of the brain zaps for like 3 hours, which was good enough for me. That means I could function for like 3 hours a day. 3 hours over what I was normally, was like bedridden. I had to miss Danny's like birthday and everything. So like ashwagandha doesn't like really, or ashwagandha, Cymbalta hasn't like made me have any like insomnia problems or anything like that, but I'm only on 20 milligrams, and I think they usually like want people to start at 20 and work to like 30 bare minimum, but I just won't do that because I've already like had really bad headaches with it. The side effects for like starting are like nausea, headaches, and like weird stuff that aren't like normal antidepressant like starting problems. Like usually it's like you'll have insomnia, and you'll have like, forget what other ones they used to tell me on the SSRIs, but they're never like, oh yeah, you're just gonna get headaches and stuff. So I was like, I can deal with the headache, but no, I have like chronic headaches that are like on and off. But sleep's fine. I still like, it's not daily or anything, but I get the sleep anxiety probably, I'd say almost as often as I did off the meds, because I get it like once a month, and I think that's right around, like I'd get it like randomly once a month. Ashwagandha has the sleeping properties. It's supposed to help with sleep on top of anxiety and depression, because it's like an adaptation herb where it's supposed to like balance cortisol and other things in your body that are having issues or whatever. So I'm gonna start taking ashwagandha at night, because I figured if it helps with sleep, and that's truly like accurate, then I would think sleep and anxiety equals sleep anxiety. Like, I don't know, it just makes sense to me. So I'm gonna try to take it at night. I used to take melatonin, and I could sometimes get away with like months without having the sleep nightmares and stuff, but or the sleep anxiety. But it worried me because a lot of online things say it's melatonin's only like a temporary thing you should take like occasionally, and I was taking it for like I took it for like a year and a half straight every night. So that also could be a thing. Like I could have possibly permanently messed up my melatonin production in my body. Yeah, didn't you say one other antidepressant you took had really bad headaches or something? Or was it... I remember you talking about it, and I think there was one other person that came on here and was talking about like their antidepressant experience. But I feel like I thought at some point you said something like that, but I could be wrong. I just can't remember the medicine that you or the other person said. But yeah, I thought when they said headaches, I'm like, oh yeah, it's just gonna be like a random headache for like an hour for a couple days. No, it's chronic headaches. I think I told Danny yesterday at like 8 p.m. I had a headache. I went to bed at like 2 a.m. and then I woke up at 10 and I still had a headache. Like still had an awful headache. So I think I've had a headache all day for the past almost 2 days. Really? Everyone but Paxil? That's rough, bro. But are they chronic, or is it just like when you start? With Cymbalta, I was like, I don't know if it'll be chronic or not, so I can just give it a shot and see. I thought maybe I'd luck out and it would just be like temporary. Because they say, like, every source I read is like, yeah, the Cymbalta side effects when you first take it, like, you only experience it for a week, give it a chance, like, trust me, it goes away. There's, like, so much positivity behind it and stuff. And then there's a whole other side of, like, Reddit talking about it where it's like, this is the worst medication to get off of. This is the, like, worst for pain management. It didn't help my pain. It made my issues worse. And that's kind of what's happening with me too. My nerve pain in my back is starting to randomly like spike. So I'll go periods of the day where I don't have it, and then I'll just like either lay in bed or like just move. And instead of just getting the normal pain that I'd have but reduced, I get it times 2, like insanely bad. Like it'll feel like someone jabbed a knife in my back and twisted it. And it like will just kind of go in, stop a little bit, get worse, stop a little bit, and it's like every single night. This is gonna be random, but do you take anything when you're taking your meds when you first start? Do you take anything that also increases serotonin production? Because they actually say online that high dosages of caffeine, because I peeped on your Instagram that you like go to the gym or whatever, I think. So I saw, I feel like most people use caffeine. I didn't know this, but like even Prozac had a warning about interacting with caffeine, because I didn't truly know this until I did research, but apparently caffeine stimulates dopamine and serotonin in the brain. That's why people get addicted to it, because it's a stimulant, but I guess all stimulants do that. That's why nicotine is in the class of stimulant. But yeah, I guess you have to be careful with that on all antidepressants. When I was on Zoloft, it didn't really affect me. It almost made me like I had manic energy. I would get these weird bursts where I would like feel really euphoric and really like almost unnormally happy, like insanely good. and I'd be like questioning like, why do I feel so good? And I just have this like
I am feeling
weird,
stronger than you.
just insanely good feeling. And then it would wear off and all my energy would be gone. It would like take every ounce of energy out of my body. Like I would go from feeling really good and energy and then just bam, I have to nap. Like I physically had to nap or I was gonna pass out, like doing anything. Paxil was fine for me, but you might be sensitive to like something like that maybe that you don't know is raising, because
Oh, I love getting
I
blood
also
to
have
my
heard
eye.
that like headaches are common when you're getting serotonin syndrome, which is like too much serotonin. So you have to be careful when you're taking something that modifies your serotonin that you don't bump it too much. Dude, I've gone down such a rabbit hole with like medication and stuff because I've been doing this since I was 19, trying to find the perfect one, thinking there was like a perfect medication and thinking that I'd like feel completely 100% better. I truly believe that antidepressants work and can help you like get back to a good state and stuff. But for me personally, I've never had an antidepressant that like made me feel 100% like myself besides Paxil, but that was like when I first started taking it. Now, given I do blame myself for it not working to its full potential because I was getting on and off of it a lot and stuff, because I was like, a bunch of the times I thought that I could just like handle life without it, but I got so accustomed to being on it and just life in general, dumb mistakes like drinking like every weekend where my serotonin was like spiking doing that and then dropping off when I stopped because I didn't want to be a person that was like constantly trying to get drunk all the time and stuff like that. And it's not good to like it sets you back when you like drink on antidepressants too, because it for whatever reason they say it like, well, I guess the best description is it's a depressant. It's considered a depressant because it temporarily boosts your serotonin and dopamine, and then the hangover is when it gets out of your system the next day. So that was my fault too. I've made changes, and that's like right when I found my relationship with God and stuff, that all ended. How did I get one tapped? Like all the alcohol and that stuff ended. The only thing I do struggle with is like, I'm not gonna lie, like I have a vape again. But I'm always trying to better myself and stuff. It's just one thing that's been really hard to kick, and it's weird, but after I kicked everything, like drinking wasn't really that hard. I just had to sustain from the people that were drinking around me, but this has followed me everywhere. This has followed me like every time that I would stop is when my anxiety would peak and I would get those like panic attacks and stuff. And I do feel like it has modified my brain chemistry to a point that like my brain isn't right anymore without it. Like it's like I boosted my dopamine over the years using it to a point that it like almost flowed and kind of leaked out. And now when I stop, it tries to go back to normal, but there was some dopamine that leaked out, and this is my normal. Like vaping's my normal. That's why I always tell people when they ask me, like I say, don't try to follow my lead. I don't try to advise anybody or even recommend ever touching one of these because it's bad. It's bad. And the stupidest reason why I started was to lose weight. Like I thought that I could lose and get like ripped from using nicotine as like an appetite suppressant. I'm going to work on not showing it on screen too, guys, because, like I said, I don't want to be somebody that's like, I don't want to make it like so that anybody would ever idolize the fact that I do it. Because I've been there, I've like looked at people that I've seen do it before, and I'm like, oh, well, they do it, so it can't be that bad.
It began long ago.
I gotta make an impact somehow, so I guess I'm just like the test dummy for the next people that encounter my experiences, my mistakes in life. I definitely fell into the trap because my dad smoked, and he smoked around me and stuff, so I always kind of got secondhand. But I'm never gonna put that on him because it's life. But yeah, bro, if you do use caffeine or anything, maybe like limit how much you do when you first start to see if that helps. It's really hard for me to like limit caffeine. I limit caffeine when I vape because them combined is too much, like too much stim for me. But when I don't vape, I use caffeine like a crutch, and like I use it almost like nicotine, because I would literally hop on stream and I'd be like drinking caffeine on stream. But then that screwed me over too, because when I was taking Zoloft, if I would go beyond like 200 milligrams, because when I was younger and I was lifting and stuff and not really caring about myself, I was hitting like 600 to 800 milligrams of caffeine on the regular. Dropped down to 200 and I was fine, but one day I was like, I want to like feel like the rush of the caffeine, so I'll just go to 250, and that was enough to give me a nighttime panic attack. And I knew right when I woke up, I like just got so hard on myself. I'm like, you're so stupid, you know, like you know what the cost is of doing that. Dude, how did it not let me buy the gun off the wall, man? I am so trash at Black Ops 3, guys. I'm sorry for this bad experience. I really got to figure out my OBS setup so I can run OBS, because right about now I'd be switching the game that I'm playing, but I'll try to run the shadows, and then I think I'll probably head off. Been on for an hour now. But I'm definitely going to stream pretty long tomorrow. Tomorrow, look forward to a long stream, boys.
I shouldn't have said. But I was just angry. Upset. You know how close I am to this.
Oh, I can't let these things play. I don't want to get demonetized.
Bear the mark. You are cursed. You must kiss your hand upon the stone.
Oh yeah, everyone in chat, I hate to be a self-promo or anything, but I have a TikTok I made. It's 717 Volkswagen Media Reviews. If you want to check it out, I'm going to start uploading reviews on TikTok too of videos I do, because I'm going to start trying to review some tech stuff, because I'd really like to kind of do stuff like that too. I enjoy like reviewing tech. Like, this was cool. I purposely like bought this mic, not really because I needed it, but I was like, bro, it's like I would love to review it.
a sickness or something? Some fucked up shit.
What am I missing?
You bear the mark. You are cursed. You must use your hand.
I should feel a lot better tomorrow. Ashwagandha worked good. It was literally just the withdrawal of Paxil, the withdrawal of Cymbalta that made me get back on it for the meantime, because I think mixing it wasn't the best thing. Like, it's weird. SNRIs like norepinephrine, dopamine, and serotonin. I'm gonna go down, boys. Nope, are the worst things to mix with stuff. I think SSRIs are a lot better. SSRIs handle stuff a lot better. It just all depends on the SSRI. Dude, I literally forget everything about this map. I used to play this when I was a kid, even though I hated this map. Like, this specific map just kind of, like, annoyed me. Because I hated doing the stupid, like, trials with the monster. I forget what else I have to do. I gotta get a different gun. This is gonna cost me.
I'm still on my feet.
Dang, you're tanking that shit, girl.
I think I got the decision that time. This shit's toxic. For all I know.
Dude, I forget everything about this map. I just don't know how I'm missing those headshots. I wonder if this monitor is slightly off. Let me test something.
Lucky punch.
Okay, I just have horrible aim, I guess.
Can you find the items you need? You must explore the unexplored. You have blood on your hands. It cannot be cleansed. Your sins have allowed others to tear their way into your world.
I only need to know one thing. How do I beat him?
Only another sacrifice will sate their appetite.
How much time is that gonna buy us? I'm guessing about 30 seconds.
Where is the...
I ain't got enough bullets to deal with all these freaks. Looks like we caught a lucky break.
Alright, I gotta do this quick. Open that. Wait, do I gotta do something in here? No, it opens a rift. Did I miss anything? I definitely missed something.
I'm starting to think being a monster has its advantages.
I honestly don't even remember what this takes you. Oh, it takes you underground, I think. Oh yeah. It's actually this creepy place where there's like
Why is it never a fair fight?
whatever these things are. There's one more, isn't there? Did I get them all? Weird.
Something inside you? Think you-
Alright, that's my cue to get off. I'm just actually ass at Black Ops 3 zombies, but I'm gonna hop on to Black Ops 6 zombies tomorrow and grind that out. Try to get high rounds for you guys. And then I'll probably play some multiplayer. I will hop back on to Fortnite as well really soon. Because I don't know, I just feel like it's fun to switch up games. If you guys have any recommendations for anything you want to see me play, let me know in the comments down below. And thanks Nolan and PD for talking in chat. I don't know who else came, but thank you guys, and thank you guys for whoever's rewatching. I love you. Make sure to be happy, stress less. See you in the next one. As always, God bless you.